The most controversial moments in K-pop history. They smiled on stage, but behind those perfect lights, something far darker was hiding. But what happens when the illusion cracks? Fame, power, scandal. This is the most controversial moments in K-pop history. The Tzuyu Incident, when a flag became a firestorm. It started with a flag, just a simple flag. In 2015, Twice's youngest member, Tzuyu, waved the flag of Taiwan during a TV broadcast. A gesture of pride, maybe, but to millions in China, it was seen as a political statement. Within hours, the 16-year-old became the target of a nationwide backlash. Chinese broadcasters banned her, brands cut ties, and fans turned into critics. Her agency forced her to issue a public apology, a trembling teenager bowing before the camera saying, "I am sorry for hurting people's feelings." The incident became so massive that it influenced Taiwan's elections, and overnight, one idol's innocence exposed just how fragile the line between entertainment and politics really was. The Mama Awards controversy, when awards lost their shine. Every year, K-pop's biggest names gather for the Met Asian Music Awards. But behind the glitz and trophies lies one of the dirtiest open secrets in the industry: rigged votes, bias, and corporate manipulation. Fans started noticing it in 2017, when millions of online votes mysteriously vanished before the final results. Groups with huge global support lost to less popular acts, sparking accusations of fraud. Even worse, multiple agencies began boycotting the awards altogether, claiming that favoritism and backstage deals decided who won, not talent. For an industry built on fandom loyalty, this was betrayal. The fans who spent hours voting, streaming, and spending money suddenly realized maybe the game was never fair to begin with. Hype versus Adore, the civil war that shook K-pop's empire. Fast forward to 2024. Hype, the powerhouse behind BTS, 17 and TXT, was facing a war, not from the outside, but within its own walls. The conflict erupted when Adore, Hype's sublabel, led by Min Hee-jin, the creative genius behind New Jeans, accused the parent company of trying to take control of her label. Hype hit back, alleging that Min Hee-jin was plotting a corporate coup. What followed was chaos: leaked documents, press conferences, lawsuits, and accusations of betrayal. Fans are divided into two camps, Team Hype and Team Min. New Jeans' future hung in the balance as K-pop's most powerful empire nearly collapsed from the inside. In the end, one truth became clear: K-pop's biggest enemy isn't competition, it's ego. Kiss of Life's cultural appropriation backlash. In 2025, rookie girl group Kiss of Life hosted a hip-hop-themed livestream, but what was meant to be fun turned into fury. Members wore exaggerated street outfits, used slang, and mimicked accents in a way many found offensive to black culture. Clips spread like wildfire. The backlash was swift and global. Fans demanded accountability, while others argued it was harmless ignorance. The group quickly apologized, saying they'd never intended disrespect, but the damage was done. K-pop, an industry long criticized for borrowing from black music, once again faced the question: at what point does influence become insult? The Blackpink pre-debut video scandal. Before they became global icons, Blackpink's pre-debut training footage resurfaced, showing the members singing along to rap lyrics that included racial slurs. The video, though old, ignited outrage online. Fans from around the world debated whether youth and cultural difference excused it, or if it was another example of ignorance in the K-pop system. YG Entertainment stayed silent for weeks. When a statement finally came, it was vague. The trainees were unaware of the term's implications. For a group that symbolizes Korean pop's global reach, it was a haunting reminder. Fame can rewrite your future, but it can't erase your past. Illicit chat rooms and the fall of public trust. If you thought an idol's mistake was embarrassing, what about systemic betrayal? The Jung Junyoung chatroom case revealed that celebrities were sharing illicit videos of women filmed without their consent. The revelation triggered nationwide outrage. Fans felt the wound deeply, because what they believed in was a lie. When your hero becomes the perpetrator, trust doesn't simply break, it disappears. Kim Garam's downfall. The idol who fell before she could rise. In 2022, Kim Garam, a fresh face from the group Le Sserafim, was poised to be the next big thing. But barely weeks after debut, allegations of school bullying surfaced online. Photos, chat logs, and testimonies painted her as the aggressor in a dark chapter of her youth. Hype initially defended her, claiming misinformation. But as public anger exploded, Garam was removed from the group. The truth remains murky. Some insist she was falsely accused. Others say the company simply cut its losses. Either way, it became a chilling message to every idol in training. One mistake, real or rumored, can destroy everything you've dreamed of. Suga's DUI scandal, the fall of a role model. BTS's Suga had always been seen as calm, mature, and grounded, the thoughtful rapper behind the mic. But in 2024, news broke that he'd been fined for operating an electric scooter under the influence. Though the incident was minor, it was enough to ignite outrage in Korea's strict social culture. The headlines screamed, BTS member involved in DUI, and for fans, it felt like watching perfection crack. Suga publicly apologized, accepting full responsibility. But once again, the industry proved unforgiving. Because in K-pop, even a small stumble can echo louder than 1,000 songs. Momoland's Be Boom Be Boom plagiarism controversy. Be Boom Be Boom was the song that catapulted Momoland to fame, colorful, catchy, unstoppable. But then came a shocking claim. It sounded too much like the Russian group Cerebro's hit Me Me Me. When Cerebro's producer called it plagiarism, fans were torn. Was it theft or coincidence? Momoland's label denied wrongdoing, saying similarities were common in pop music. The issue faded, but not the whispers. It left a stain on one of K-pop's most viral songs, reminding everyone that global inspiration can easily become global accusation. Hype's insider trading scandal. In 2024, Hype faced another scandal, this time money, not music. Investigations revealed that several company employees had sold their stocks just days before BTS' hiatus announcement. They had inside information and used it for profit. Millions were made, and millions of fans felt betrayed. For a company built on loyalty and transparency, this was the ultimate hypocrisy. Hype quickly fired those involved, but the damage to its image lingered. Even the mightiest empire, it seemed, wasn't immune to greed. Plagiarism accusations and fan wars. The battle of originality. From logos to outfits, even fan chants, accusations of plagiarism have haunted K-pop for years. But in 2024, a viral post compiled every alleged copy Hype artist had made, from fandom names to music videos. It was brutal, detailed, and viral. Suddenly, fans who once fought for their idols were fighting against them, arguing over who truly copied who. In a genre that thrives on inspiration and reinvention, originality has become a battlefield. And every new group risks walking on the ashes of someone else's art. From scandals that destroyed careers, to controversies that revealed the cracks in K-pop's perfect facade. Each of these stories reminds us of one thing. Behind the lights lies a shadow. Behind every flawless smile, a fight for survival. And behind the word idol, there's still a human being, flawed, fragile, and fighting to be heard. So next time you see a polished performance on stage, remember, there's always a story that cameras don't show. Which of these controversies shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to uncover more hidden sides of fame, power, and music, make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell, and join us next time. Because in K-pop, the stage never sleeps and the truth never stays buried for long. Fame is a mask that eats the face. John Updike. In the end, idols are mirrors. They reflect the world we choose to see. Anonymous.